What's happening today, Guardians? So I've talked about the top 5 weapons you shouldn't load yourself out with. Now let's talk about the top 5 weapons you should load yourself out with. That's right, the exotic dream team, if you want to say, man. The 5 exotics that I find to be just damn dicking people down since year 1. Go slightly. I don't know. Bungie's done fuck with a lot of stuff, so things are kind of always on and off. If you're new to Destiny, just remember this. Love the weapon that you have now in front of you, because next week it could be a completely different animal. It may be just a monster next week, or it might be a little kitty. Who fucking knows? That's just how Bungie is. Either way, guys, let's go and count them down. At number 5, guys, I gotta go with Plan C, man. Plan C has always been a nasty fusion rifle. And for some reason, man, I see so many people overlook this fusion rifle. It's just got so many things that's so good about it, specifically the Plan C perk itself. The charge and equip times are very short immediately after weapon swaps. Guys, you got a shotgun user coming at you, man. Nothing will blow his ass away faster than Plan fucking C, man. I like to rock mine with smart drift control, combine that with hammer forge, that hip fire accuracy to help it. On top of that, guys, this weapon is so damn nasty, dude. A fusion rifle that shouldn't be overlooked, definitely at the top of its class. So someone had actually mentioned to me that Monte Carlo is actually a power weapon now. Yeah, look, listen. Before you go and start hating, man, you need to just go try it out now. I don't know what's done slipped in there, what has done happened to Monte Carlo, but this damn weapon is badass. Now, a lot of people seem to put on the wrong perks for it, but let me just show you what I put on it. I like to rock out smart drift control, also leave mine on high caliber rounds. This really staggers my targets. Guys, this is extremely nasty, especially if you combine this with the right subclasses. Say you want to combine it with your Titan Defender classes to really get yourself your melee cooldowns and grants a chance to fully charge your melee ability. It's extremely deadly with Stormcallers. Yeah, that's right. You all guys know I always like to rock my Stormcallers. So here it is, man. Monte Carlo at number 4.
Jade to fall in love.
So I normally would never include class specific items. When it comes to this weapon, when it comes to lock, dude, this damn weapon is absolutely deadly, man. I don't know many weapons that can go head to head against it once overflow is activated. Essentially what that does, it turns into a modern multi-tool, but it still has the same impact of 48, man. This thing is extremely deadly. Only landing 2 crits and 2 body shot will finish off enemies, but when you buff that rate of fire up with the overflow perk activated, man, that lowers your TTK down to 0.83 seconds, guys. A weapon that should not be overlooked, dude. Yes, it will result in you not using your Superman, but when it comes to just gunfights in general, I don't know many that can compare to this thing. Thorn back in year 1 was a 2-shotter. You could walk away, but here in year 3 is a whole different ball game, especially with hand cannons being on the lower end of target acquisition and phantom bullets being the norm for all hand cannons. The thing about it is, if you actually get good with Thorn, you've got my respect, man. I don't think it's a weapon at all that I look at people and I say, wow, what a noob. No, you actually have to spend time and learn the recoil patterns of Thorn really well to make it effective for you. But the thing about it is, let's just talk a little bit about the pros about Thorn. Thorn is a great weapon, not only in 1v1 engagements, but it's a wonderful weapon in team shots, man, in team situations. That's why you see it in so many tourneys and stuff like that, and people using it because it's such a good weapon. And with it returning here in year 3, or coming with Rise of Iron Man, Thorn needs to become a weapon that you use. I'm telling you guys, despite what you may feel about it, despite what you may think about it, Thorn is a wonderful, wonderful hand cannon. It's the only hand cannon that has that 0.8 time to kill, but also with the chance to kill in that 1 crit shot, 2 body shot with anybody that's 9 armor or less. That's an exceptionally well-rounded hand cannon, and that's one thing that I've always liked about Thorn. I use it all the time when I'm running 3s against people, when I'm sweating against people, and it's just a wonderful weapon to have. And despite what people say about it, I truly believe this weapon takes skill to use.
Fear for the ones who can't hurt. Jade for a girl who treats me right. 'Cause she never hurt me for the things that I feel.
Man, I know I'm about to get some hate, dude. And in all my top 5s, I always somehow put Last Word on it. You never know which one it's gonna be, but you know it's gonna be on the list because, well, Last Word's my babe, man. I love my Last Word, dude. And it is a weapon worth acknowledging, dude. It annihilates everyone in the short range level. Eats shotgun users up. All your shotgun warriors that come in at you, destroys them. Last Word has definitely earned its right to be called exotic, with everything from the way it looks, its apparels, and along with its fast hip fire reaction speeds to different players whenever target acquisition comes into play. It is a wonderful exotic that you should really use in Crucible. Well guys, that is my top 5 exotics here in Destiny that I think you should load yourself out with. Now, I purposely steered away from some of the weapons. If you ever go check on Guardian GG, you'll see how many people are actually using weapons like modded multi-tool and weapons like universal remote and stuff like that. And, you know, I even was going to put universal remote on here because I know how strong universal remote is. I was even thinking about putting modded multi-tool. I guess I'm kind of mentioning them right now because they are all kind of like my honorable mentions, but I don't feel very honorable when I use them. If you want to know the truth about it, I feel very, very slutty when I use universal remotes. And modded multi-tool, man, is a strafing, nasty ass weapon, man, in the right hands, dude. It can do some damage. But you know, a lot of people already know about those guns. So many people forget about the other weapons, the other exotics. You know, I feel like Plan C is overlooked because so many people want to jump on shotgun trains. I feel like so many people look over Monte Carlo because they got a doctrine of passing. I wanted to point out these weapons, guys, because I feel like they needed to be pointed out. And other than the Last Word, because as y'all know, I have a definite weakness to the Last Word, man. I'm a fucking cowboy by heart, so I've got to give it to the Last Word. But out of that, I wanted to point out these weapons, and I want you to give them a try, man. Just give them a try, especially with us entering into year 3, dude. And I think they're weapons that will surprise you. Anyways, fellas, thanks so much for coming and watching. I appreciate the love and support, and we'll be cranking out more material. I'll catch y'all later. Slap that like button like your mama told you right.